Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And then next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. You click on that bell. And when you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded. And one last thing. Don't forget to be awesome. So yeah, don't forget to be awesome. And yeah, man, sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Rampage for October the 29th, 2021. Now, man, with this show, man, really great show, man. Great show. Man, that Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson match, oh my God, man. The best match on this show. The best match. Hard-hitting match. And yeah, man, they beat the crap out of each other, man. They beat the crap out of each other, man. And yeah, this could have easily been the main event. This could have easily been the main event of the show. And man, they freaking tore the house down, man. Tore the house down tonight with that semifinals match. And yeah, man. And I said it before, man. This is a match that I was looking forward to, man. A match I was looking forward to on this show. And they did the right thing by putting it on Rampage, man. They did the smart move by putting it on Rampage. And yeah, man. And yeah, not only that, not only the match, but what happened after the match. So I'm gonna get into that, man. I'm gonna get into that. But yeah, man, we had some great matches on this show, man. The Dante Martin Sydal match was really good. And you know, the main event was good too, but yeah, even though the table spot minus the table spot, you know, still a great match, still a good match. But yeah, man, that was Rampage, man. AEW Rampage for October the 29th, 2021 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, if you haven't done this already, I said this in my intro all the time. If you haven't done this already, man, hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the Ryan Awesome Show, if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell to be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded because I am here each and every single week, man. I'm here on Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, of course. And then Saturdays and Sundays are for our pay-per-views, man, whether it's WWE, AEW, or Impact Wrestling pay-per-views. So I'm here. And so, yeah, man, so there were AEW Rampage, of course, is a tape show. So they were once again in Boston, Massachusetts. And so, yeah, man, so we started off the show with our first match, and it was the semifinals of the AEW World Title Eliminator match, tournament match. So, yeah, it was Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson versus the Mad King, Eddie Kingston. So, yeah, man, so crowd was split, man. The crowd, they were on their feet, man. They were on their feet for this match. And, yeah, man, they even got a standing ovation, man, for this match. They even got a standing ovation, and rightfully so. And so, yeah, man, so Bryan, he started kicking Kingston, and then Kingston started chopping Bryan. And so we had our running corner drop kick to Kingston. And then, yeah, man, so Bryan, he was getting the better of Eddie Kingston. And so, yeah, man, Eddie Kingston, he was frustrated. He was upset. And he got a chair. He had brought a chair out, and he just threw a chair. He just threw it up in the air. And so, yeah, so he got back into the ring. And so, yeah, man, so both of these guys, they were going back and forth with strikes. which were brutal, man. And so yeah, man. So Bryan he went right after Kingston's arm, and so that was the focus. And so Kingston he started fighting back with chops and machine gun chops. And so yeah, and then both of these guys once again trading strikes, but this time they are trading headbutts. And so yeah, man. So Eddie Kingston once again going after those chops, and so he chopped Bryan's chest like really hard, man. He chopped it really hard. That his chest, man. His chest was beat red, man. Was beat red. And so yeah, man. Like man, you got to see it, man. It looks it looked brutal, man. And so yeah, man. So Kingston he took control of the match during a commercial break, picture in picture. And so yeah, man. So Kingston he had caught Bryan with a forearm in midair. So Bryan, I think he was going for like a tope suicida, but Kingston had caught him in midair with a forearm. And so yeah, man. So Kingston hit a Saito suplex to Bryan on the floor, which was brutal. And so yeah, man. So the referee was counting to 10 because referee count out. And so he was counting to 10, and so Bryan he barely made it. He barely made it. And so it was I think he made it back in the ring like around 9.5 or something. And so yeah, man. So Kingston he went right after Bryan's neck. So yeah, so his neck is the weak spot. So Bryan's neck is a weak spot. And yeah, man. So at one point, man, Eddie Kingston he had slapped Bryan Danielson in his face like really hard. He slapped him in his face hard. And then we had a belly to back suplex, an avalanche belly to back suplex on Kingston. And so yeah, man. So once again, man, these guys are going back and forth with strikes, trading strikes. Bryan hit a roundhouse kick to Kingston, and then Bryan hit the yes kicks to Kingston. And so yeah, man. So Bryan tried to go for the running knee on Kingston, but Kingston had dropped down. So he had dropped down, and he fell. He fell down, and so Bryan he started unloading punches on Kingston. And so Bryan he had locked in the Fujiwara armbar, man, the Fujiwara armbar to Kingston. And so yeah, man, so Kingston he had countered that submission move and turned it into a DDT. So that was a nice counter, man, nice counter from Eddie Kingston. And so yeah, man, and as always, man, once again, both of these guys are going back and forth with strikes once again. And so yeah, man, so Kingston he actually hit his finishing move, the spinning back fist, but he couldn't go for the cover. Couldn't go for the cover because he was too tired. And so yeah, man. So to end the match, man, we had Bryan Danielson. He locked in the triangle choke. He locked in a triangle choke to Eddie Kingston. And so while Eddie Kingston he was locked in the triangle choke, he gave Bryan the finger. He had gave him the finger. And so Bryan he started unleashing elbow strikes on Kingston on the top of his head. And so yeah, man. So Kingston he actually passed out. So Bryan put him to sleep. So therefore Eddie Kingston he lost the match. So Kingston did not tap out. He passed out. So therefore Bryan Danielson wins the match and will go on to the finals. He'll go on to the finals in the AEW World Title Eliminator match. And so yeah, World Title Eliminator tournament match. And so yeah, man, just like what I said, man, awesome match, man. The best match on this show, man. The best match on this show. Could have easily main evented this show. And yeah, hard fought win for Bryan. Very competitive, and Bryan his chest was red, chest was beat red, beat red. But yeah, man. So yeah, and then during the commercial break, they brought this up on commentary during the commercial break. We didn't see it, but they said that during the commercial break, Eddie Kingston he didn't shake Bryan's hand. He didn't shake Bryan's hand, and yeah, and so that was it, man. That was it with that. So that was pretty much it with the match. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Tony Schiavone. He interviewed CM Punk.
We are standing by here with the best in the world, CM Punk. Big smile on his face. No doubt what a big week for you. Celebrated your birthday this week and won your first match on Dynamite, your debut. You're now 5-0 here in AEW.
Yeah, and Halloween's coming up. It's my absolute favorite
5-0.
holiday. I'm excited to be here in Boston. First time I've been here in a very long time. What's the problem?
It's Eddie Kingston here in the background.
What is so funny? What is so funny? I know you. Don't play with me.
Oh, Eddie Kingston knocked the microphone out of Tony Schiavone's hand, man. And he got it in CM Punk's face. Eddie Kingston did. So yeah, this is great right here, man.
What is so funny? I do what I want when I have to. I do what I want. I do what I want. I know you. Don't play with me.
You want to go to sleep again? I saw what just happened to you. You think this is a game? It's unprofessional. I'm disappointed in you. Are we out of time?
CM Punk.
I'm sorry about for Eddie Kingston.
But yeah, man, that was it, man. So yeah, Kingston he had gotten in CM Punk's face, asking him what was so funny. So yeah, he thought that CM Punk was mocking him and all that stuff. And so yeah, man, we could see a potential match. We could see a potential match with Punk and Eddie Kingston. And does that mean Eddie Kingston is turning heel? And yeah, if so, man, I would love for Eddie Kingston to turn heel, man. I would love for him to turn heel. I think he could be a good babyface. He could be a good guy, but he could also be a good bad guy, man. I like him better as a heel. And then another thing, man, Jon Moxley, his tag team partner, been acting heelish a lot lately. Been acting heelish, and he acted heelish on Dynamite. So yeah, man. So both of these guys can end up turning heel. Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley at the same time. And then another thing, man. Since Bryan he advanced to the finals, so Bryan he's gonna be in the finals, which means that Jon Moxley gonna be in the finals. He's gonna go through. He's gonna beat Orange Cassidy, and he's gonna make it to the finals. And then, you know, Bryan Danielson, he can actually beat Jon Moxley, and then that's when the heel turn can happen. The heel turn can happen right there. And Eddie Kingston, of course, would have already been a heel already, and we'll have Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston as these heels, man. So yeah, man, really, really good, man, really good stuff, man. And so yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. So we might see a match between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. Who would go over? Well, you know what? Yeah, Punk would probably go over. But yeah, I think they probably gonna hold off on it. But they're definitely gonna have a feud. But yeah, man, so that was it with that. And so right after that, man, we had Matt Sydal versus Dante Martin with Lio Rush. So yeah, this is actually supposed to be a tag team match. It was supposed to be Matt Sydal and Mike Sydal versus Dante Martin and Lio Rush, but Mike Sydal got injured. And so that's why they turned it into a one-on-one match. And so it was part 3. So it was Matt Sydal versus Dante Martin, part 3. And so yeah, man, so Sydal, he tried to talk sense into Dante. And so yeah, so both of these guys, they shook hands before the match even started. And so yeah, so both of these guys, they were using their speed and athleticism against each other. And then Dante, he had a springboard dropkick to Sydal, which was picture perfect, man, picture perfect. And then he had an outside moonsault to Sydal, so that was also picture perfect. And then yeah, man, and Sydal hit a running corner double knee to Dante. And then Sydal started kicking Dante in his leg, so he started to target the leg, so Dante couldn't jump around. And so yeah, man, so Dante hit a beautiful sunset flip on Sydal, and then Dante hit a double foot stomp to Sydal, which is a version of Cameron Grimes' the cave-in. And so Sydal kicks out, and then Sydal hit a top runner to Dante, and then once again Sydal targeted Dante's leg, and so Sydal tried to go for his finishing move, the lightning spiral, or one of his finishing moves, the lightning spiral, but Dante, he avoided it. And so yeah, so Dante, he had a version of a stunner to Sydal. And so to end the match, man, we had a double springboard moonsault to Sydal to win the match. So Dante Martin wins the match, and that was it, man. Really great match. And yeah, Dante, man, he is perfect in the ring, man, perfect. And yeah, perfect in the execution too. Every single move that he hit, man, is freaking perfect. But yeah, man. So yeah, so Dante Martin got a win under Lio Rush. So Lio Rush trying to take Dante under his wing, and so he got his first win under Lio Rush's wing. But yeah, man. So yeah, that was pretty much it with the match. And so right after that, man, we had a backstage interview from Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Mark Henry, he interviews Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D, who is the AEW Women's Champion with Rebel and Jamie Hayter. And he also interviewed Abadon, split screen.
Abadon, you have a trick-or-treat match. And the treat is, if you win, you get a shot at the title. The trick is there's no disqualification. You have any tricks up your sleeve?
Oh. So yeah, Abadon, of course, she doesn't talk. So she's sort of like a zombie, and she doesn't talk. So when Mark Henry asked her a question, the blood had split from her mouth, so she spit out blood from her mouth. And so yeah. Ugh.
Well, it looks like Abadon doesn't have a comment. Britt, what do you think about this match?
Yeah.
So yeah, we have Dr. Britt Baker, and we have Jamie Hayter and Rebel dressed as zombies. So
Well, as the hardcore legend, I'm no stranger to no DQ matches, and I brought a couple of zombies with me too, so I am highly confident in my ability of sending Abby straight back to hell where she belongs, and I will continue to ascend to the top of the women's division as your AEW Women's World Champion. Yours truly, Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D. Trick or treat.
Well, Abadon is gone, so
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
I
Where is she?
well, it looks like it's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Go, go, go.
and so yeah, man. So yeah, that was it. Now, before we get into the main event, man, let's talk about next week's show. Let's talk about next week's show and next week's AEW Rampage. So yeah, so next week's Dynamite we have Cody Rhodes versus Andrade El Idolo on AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. And also we have the first round of the AEW Women's TBS Championship World Title Eliminator match, tournament match. It's going to be Anna Jay of the Dark Order versus Jamie Hayter in round 1. And also we have the semifinals. We have the semifinals for the AEW World Title Eliminator tournament. It's going to be Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. And also we have the AEW TBS Women's Championship Title Eliminator tournament. It's going to be the Bunny versus Red Velvet in the first round. And also for Rampage for next week, on next Friday, we have John Silver of the Dark Order versus Adam Cole Bay of the Super Elite. So yeah, so that should be really good, man. And so yeah, so that's it with the match card. And now with the main event. Main event, it was the trick or treat match. And so we had Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D, who is the AEW Women's World Champion, with Rebel and Jamie Hayter and her corner versus Abadon. And so yeah, so the stipulation in this match was if Abadon won the match, then she'll get a future championship match against Dr. Britt Baker. And so yeah, man, so Abadon, she scared Baker out of the ring, and then she had a stunner on Baker. And so Rebel and Hayter, they pulled out a table. And so yeah, and then we went to commercial break and we came back from commercial break. We had Abadon, she had a running senton bomb to Baker while she had a chair laid on top of Baker. And so yeah, Baker, she had a flatliner to Abadon in a chair that was set up in the corner. And then we had like a botch. We had 2 botches in this match. So yeah, so first off, man, we had Dr. Britt Baker. She had a swinging neck breaker to Abadon off of the ring apron, and so they fell on the table, but the table didn't break. And so yeah, and then Dr. Britt, she tried to right the wrong, and so she tried to suplex him. So Baker, she suplexed Abadon on the table, but the table still didn't break. It still didn't break. So yeah, where's the Botchamania when you need him, man? That's definitely gonna be on the next episode of Botchamania. And so yeah, man, I am the table. So the table didn't break. And so yeah, man, so yeah, Abadon, she pulled out a black bag from under the ring, and so we all knew, if you've been watching wrestling long enough, you knew what was in the bag. It was thumbtacks. And so she poured the thumbtacks in the ring. And so yeah, man, so Abadon, she had a Uranagi to Baker on the thumbtacks. And so Baker, she kicked out of the move. And so Baker, she grabbed the chair and she threw a chair in Abadon's face. And so yeah, man, and then Britt Baker, she Pillmanized Abadon's head in a chair, and she had gave her a curb stomp. She had gave Abadon a curb stomp while her head was Pillmanized. And so yeah, man, so yeah, Abadon, she rose up after that. She rose up like the Undertaker after that spot. A spot that would usually take out somebody. So yeah, that was strange, man. Like stuff like that, man, you should not be, no selling. But yeah, man, so yeah, Baker, she grabbed some thumbtacks and she poured it in Abadon's mouth. So she put the thumbtacks in Abadon's mouth, and so she super kicked Abadon's she super kicked Abadon in the face while she had the thumbtacks in her mouth. And so yeah, man, so Baker, she locked in the lockjaw. She tried to lock in the lockjaw, but Abadon, she bit Baker's glove, or she bit her hand. and to break up the hold. And so Rebel and Hayter, they got involved in the match, and then once again, this is a no disqualification match, as also mentioned. No disqualification match. That was the trick. And so yeah, man. So everything's legal. And so yeah, so Abadon, she bit at Rebel's face. And so yeah, man. So to end the match, man, we had a roll up. We had a roll up to Abadon to win the match. So Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D wins the match. And yeah, man, that was it, man. That was it. The match was good. It was good. Minus the table botch. Minus the table botch. But yeah, man, it was a good match. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. There was no way Abadon was beating Baker. There was no way she was beating Baker. But yeah, that was it, man. That was it with the main event, and that was it with the show, man. Overall, great show. That Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson match was the best match on the show, man. The best thing on the show, man, was that Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson match. And so yeah, man. Yeah, man. And that was it, man. That was it with AEW Rampage, man, for October the 29th, 2021 on D Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're new to D Ryan Awesome Show, if you're watching my show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to it, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here every single week. I'm here on Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, of course, and then Saturdays and Sundays are for our pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views, AEW pay-per-views, and Impact Wrestling pay-per-views. So I'm here. And yeah, man, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, and comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about AEW Rampage. And share this video, man. Share this video with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll see you guys on Monday. I have a Pro Wrestling Crate. I have my Pro Wrestling Crate, so I will do the unboxing on Monday. I'm not going to be able to do it on Saturday because I'm going to be in a wrestling event. So I'm not going to be able to do it on Saturday. So I'm going to be doing it on Monday. Either Monday or Tuesday. So I'll see you guys then. And yeah, man, and once again, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, and thank you, my awesome ones. And yeah, man, if you missed anything, if you missed the last week's review of AEW Rampage, the video is going to be right up here in this corner. It's going to be right up here in this corner, and the link to that video will be down below in the description. So make sure you click up here if you want, like click up here or click down below. That's that link that's in the description. So yeah, man. And yeah, and thank you, man. Thank you for the support as always. Thank you, and thank you. And yeah, man, and once again, I'll see you guys on Monday, either Monday or Tuesday for Pro Wrestling Crate. And yeah, man, and yeah, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.